Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles and co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And I'm here today at the Author Success Retreat that I did with Steve Harrison. And I want to introduce you to one of our attendees, Richard Downs. Now, Richard is a DDS, a doctor of dental surgery, and he's a retired dentist in Iowa who has founded many companies. And his book is about the relationship between optimal facial beauty and healthy airways. Maybe this is one of the more interesting things I've ever heard about. I think you'll love hearing about it from Richard as well. So Richard, talk about how your book and your work can help people.
Well, it is a fairly new phenomenon because we're discovering that we can help people understand the relationship between an underdeveloped modern lower face airway, and also that relationship has a serendipity effect, and in the fact that in the event that it causes us to be able to impact our beauty, because if we develop an airway, we also develop a more beautiful face, a more genetically programmed face that we were intended to have.
So I'm going to draw out a little more from you. So we talk about sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea, and we've been working with a CPAP machine forever. You say there's alternatives to that. And a big thing that the problem that we have is that when we don't widen that airway, in a sense, make it more available for the air, but also what happens when you do that the lower jaw tends to expand a little bit, which actually creates a more beautiful, natural face. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, we're widening not only the upper jaw, but the lower jaw. When we upright the teeth, we create more room for the tongue. And that tongue is so crowded that it's pushing back into our throats, suffocating us at night when we're sleeping. Actually, sleep apnea is just sleep suffocation. And that's what it really means. But we can do something about that as adults, but we can also do something about it, especially for our children that are growing up today. We can help them develop into a more beautiful self, something that they were genetically programmed to be, and also grow up with a history of no sleep apnea. That might be really amazing, and it could change our healthcare system for good.
Mm-hmm. And basically you're saying, though, as I remember it, that if you handle this when you're younger, then you don't have all these problems as an adult later in life.
That's correct. We can develop children that grow up without sleep apnea. Now, not everybody can do that, but we feel that there's a big opportunity here to do that with the vast majority of our children. And we can handle this epidemic. The CDC has called it an unrecognized epidemic. Something should be done about it. And it's leading to all the strokes and heart disease. It's associated with so many other systemic diseases that we don't even address because we're addressing the symptoms rather than the cause.
Well, I appreciate you doing the work on this and writing a book about it and making everyone aware of it. It's a big idea whose time has come, and I wish you well with it. And so thanks for joining me here with all this.
I appreciate you talking to me about it. Thank you, Jack.
My pleasure. And for those of you watching, here's where you can go to get in touch with Richard, get more information about him, his work, and his book. It'll show up on your screen now.